Hello! Monsters Abound here, a YouTuber that the Sirius Cybernetics Corporation would describe as your plastic pal who's fun to be with.
Your plastic pal who's fun to be with!
Plastic content not guaranteed. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 8 of my Beastmen campaign. Last time we, well, burned down Castle Carstein a lot. First we killed the Fey Enchantress, then Orion, then some dwarves. Basically this place will be described as somewhere that people come to resettle and then they're never heard of again. So that's fun. So we've done quite a lot of damage, but we did take quite a lot of damage in the last battle. As you can see, our army is pretty beaten up. Morghur, I think you're probably just going to encamp, get a little bit more replenishment. Do I want to build anything here? I don't think there's really much point at the moment. Until we get a sort of slightly bigger army that's more capable of dealing with lots of settlements one after the other, I think it's best to be a little bit cautious, because I don't want to get into a position where my army is costing me stuff each turn and I don't have the ability to keep sacking settlements to keep it up. Because if you get into a position where you're losing money and there's a lot of very strong armies around, then it gets a little bit dicey. However, I suspect Estalia is going to be the next lot of people to try and come and settle Castle Carstein. I might just let them, because that means they'll have an army sort of wandering around Bretonnia rather than defending their homeland, which will then be ripe for the sacking. So that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so we've got another break. Well, that's slightly... Yeah, okay, fine. This army is looking a bit beaten up. So can we go and hide in the forest? We might go and hide in the forest. Let's go and hide in the forest. There we go. Morghur, you're going to come and hide in the forest as well. Come and hide in the foothills over here. We don't have anything more we can... But what we can do is get... I think what I'm going to do is get a couple of units of Chaos Spawn. So let's get a couple of units. Still not going to take us below our upkeep. It's also going to fill our army out, so then we can start sort of playing around with removing some units, replacing them. Maybe get rid of some of these Ungors, replace them with Gors. Although Ungors aren't entirely useless. They're okay. Not too bad, but they just don't have the melee attack. They have slightly more armour though. Maybe they're a better defensive unit. Yeah, we might get rid of these Ungol. Well, the problem is we don't really have much anti-large, but anything that's big enough to be large is probably not going to have too much trouble dealing with Ungol Spearmen, is it? I would like a Manticore as well. A Manticore would be good. We should do that. But later. So Estalia is probably going to come and resettle Castle Carstein. Of course, it can't see our main army, Morghur or Morghur, but it can see the Bray Herd, because the Bray Herd, not sneaky, do tend to just raid things. Yeah, see, that's what happens when you're not sneaky. Right, where are you going? Are you going to come and attack? Or are you going to just march into... You're just marching in... Where are you going? Okay. To be honest, I think we've done all we can in Bretonnia. I think that's fair to say. So we're going to head towards the Herdstone, the Nurgle Herdstone. We also need to kill some orcs, but I don't really want to fight. So we need to get into the Badlands. Basically, we need to come all the way down here, come into the Badlands, so we can kill some greenskins and get some lovely orc spines. Tasty, tasty orc spines. Let's. You know what? I'm going to be brazen about it. We're just going to march down here. don't care anymore. We've got a Bray herd right behind us. We're going to come and sack Bilabili? Yeah, that one. We're going to sack that place. And hopefully the Bray herd will come and join us. I'm not sure where Lupio's going. Don't care. Ready? Oh, have we met Clan Moors? Really? Why have we met Clan Moors? I'm surprised Clan Moors is still around. They've got 6 settlements. Yes, hello, Queek.
Lower your muzzle and bask in glow of my brilliance thing.
Yeah, we might not do that. We'll see how it goes, Queek. We'll see how it goes. So Bray herd is going to come and join us. This Bray herd is, yeah, it's not bad actually. It's got some Gore herd. Got a Cygor. I quite like a Cygor. Because their Skaven Blight is garrisoned by a large Estalian army. Spanish army. Of course, I've got the Southern Realms mod. I can't remember who did that one. Nope, it's gone. But I will put a list of all the mods I'm using, and there are quite a few mods in the description. So if you're interested, that's what I'm using. Obviously, the main one I'm using is still Faith Overhaul. Did you just assault? You assaulted Malagor. So Malagor's just minding his own business by himself. He's a horde by himself. And suddenly this little dwarf just runs out of the forest, bops him on the nose, and then runs off again. Okay, the Darkmoon. The great weird moon Morghur hangs low and large in the sky, casting its eerie and singular green incandescence over the canopies of the twisted forests. Its rise is a portent of greatness for the Beastmen, who now look to you, Beast Lord. How will you direct them? Don't really want any of these, to be honest. I'd like the growth one. I'm not going to do any recruitment. Melee defense -4. I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit of upkeep reduction, I guess, for 3 turns. I mean, I'm not going to miss 4 melee defense, am I? Am I? Don't think so. All must fight. That's what we're going to do. Now, we're a little way away from Bilabili. So we're just going to scooch over here. And then I'm going... Well, the problem is that... Oh, hello. Boragor. Come, have some flesh. Thank you so... That's so kind. So very kind. How about a non-aggression pact? And how about you give me some money for that? Less money? We know fight with weaklings. Okay, what about defensive alliance? Fine. If you can confederate with another Beastmen herd, it does give you a massive upkeep reduction for I think like 5 turns or something, which is quite nice. So something to keep in mind. Let's move Malagor down here. And what I might do is... So, well, yeah. Tell you what, go over there. That'll keep you away from... Oh, does it matter? I don't think they've got any armies down here, so I think we've got... You know what? Just... clear target. Just come along with us. It's fine. We got some research, which I just misclicked. Okay, so what do I want? Melee attack for Ungor and Gore units is nice. Charge bonus for Ungor, but yes, okay. But the Kalakengard larder, pity the poor defenders of Kalakengard, hung from its trees and ruined rocky spires as meat for hungry minotaurs. So that's I think that's a short story in one of the Beastmen army books about a town that was attacked by beastmen, and when reinforcements arrived they found most of the populace sort of strung up And then I think the reinforcements were then eaten because it was a trap or something. I think it was something like that. So more weapon damage for Chaos Spawn and Minotaurs. I'm totally going to take that because more melee attack or more weapon damage is always good. So we've got 3 units of Chaos Spawn now, all looking very nice. Good shock troops. So I was going to send my Bray Herd off somewhere just to keep them out of the way, so no one spots my armies moving up, but maybe I should have raided instead then. Oh well. I would like to confederate with that other Beastmen tribe if I can. The lair of the Jabberslaith. A mutated and horrendous abomination has been found, with the creature still within. We could harness this beast to bolster the herd and risk madness, or leave it to its abominable rest. Summon the beast, which will give us -3 bestial rage and +3 for all unit recruits, or do nothing. I mean, we're not going to do any recruiting at the moment. Don't look a toad. I think we do not need this bizarre curio to win the day. Our enemies are uncloven fools, and we rendered by our power alone. Indeed, because no point. No point. Okay, let's move both Malagor and Morghur up. And I think that's just an easy auto resolve. They've got some Empire Knights, some handgunners, halberdiers, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, no problem there. And our Chaos Spawn ranked up to rank 7, which is nice. We've got some cash, and I think we're going to loot and raise. And we've got another Helm of Many Eyes. So that's armour and melee attack in a radius around. I think I might give that to Gauls and Roses. Oh, but Morghur's got... I mean, to be honest... Maybe I'll keep it with Morghur. I mean, it doesn't have anything else to... Yeah, so, alright, we'll keep it with Morghur then. We'll keep that with Morghur. And he does have a skill point, which we're going to... Let's get the last rank of Slug Skin. So, we could get... If we get the Apocalyptic Herd, that would increase melee damage for Chaos Warhounds, Chaos Spawn, Cornagors, Slangors, Pestigors, Zangors, and Chaos Giants, along with missile resistance and morale. Quite like that idea. Ammunition reload time, we don't have a Cygor. We do have Gore. Cavalry units. That would be quite useful if we had cavalry units. I'm probably going to get rid of most of the Ungor, so I'm probably not going to do that. Get Ungor bonuses, because it's a waste. On the other hand, I could get Ruination, because at the moment it's almost like army garrisons will start taking attrition damage as soon as we lay siege to them. So that makes it easier for us, especially if we need to build siege towers. So I think Ruination might be quite useful. So let's go for Ruination. I generally don't bother with that skill, but we'll go for it. Okay, so Mutalica is level 11, which means we can get one of these abilities. So we can go for weapon strength, charge bonus and melee attack, but minus melee defense, or plus melee defense, poison attacks, physical resistance, and hit points, but minus melee attack. I think I'm going to go Mark of Khorne, because weapon strength, excellent. Charge bonus, very good, especially for the entire army. And then melee attack for the entire army as well. And I find that Beastmen are very much about they have to be on the attack. They're not going to win a prolonged engagement. They need to kill and kill fast. So anything that helps us kill faster can only be a good thing. So we're going to get the Mark of Corn. And Gauls and Roses. I think what we're going to do with you is upgrade Pit of Shades just because I love it so much. Malagor, you can just settle down for a turn. I don't think there's anything. What growth have you got? You've got 5 growth. Morghur, you've got 8. So that does mean we can get another building. I might go for Centigors, you know. And the other thing we could do is go for the Cursed Labyrinth, because that would really... I mean, that gives us another 2% upkeep reduction. Which would be quite nice, but... I mean, we could go for the Pile of Flesh, which is 10% upkeep reduction by itself, up to 20%. It does reduce growth, though. We do have 16 growth, which is quite good. On the other hand, we really don't have any armor piercing at the moment, do we? I could go for the Pelt Totem and get some Bestigors. I mean, Bestigors are expensive, but they're basically the only unit we have which has any kind of armor. But some Centigors would be good. What's the speed of the... They are 72. They're 75. So these guys are really good on the charge. I mean, really what I think I need is something to deal with enemy cavalry. Because I'm bound to run into more of it sooner or later. But I think the only thing I've got that can... the only unit I've got that's anti-large and fast is probably the Minotaurs with great weapons. What about these guys? Corngauls. They are anti-infantry. Zangauls, they're magical attack. Slangauls, they are armor piercing. So, right, so the Pestigors, they're just poison attack. So there's nothing there that really... And they're also bloody expensive units. Really expensive. Yeah, even the Bestigors aren't anti-large, they're just armor piercing. I mean, not that you need anti-large, it's not required. Do they have this? I don't think anyone's got charge defense though, apart from maybe the... Do you guys have... I don't think you do. Charge defense? Right, you guys do have charge defense, so yeah, I probably need to keep you guys then. Okay, I'll have to mull that over. So we're going to head down and take out the Spanish capital, Estalian capital, whichever the hell it is. And then we're just going to meander our way along the coastline, maybe go into the border princes. Just, you know, we'll see where the wind blows us. That's it. Go back home. Go write a grudge or something. Oh, hello. Hello, Red. What do you want? Non-aggression pact. Oh, you're going to give me some money this time. Okay. That's fine by me. Although, having a non-aggression pact does reduce our... whatchamacallit. Bestial Rage, that's the one. So can we... We can hit Conrad Ludenhauer.
I will not obey.
So I think that's probably what we're going to do. But let's get Malagor in here as well to help out. Now there is another army there. I'm not overly concerned about. Are you going to run away? No, you're going... Oh, we got him in an ambush. Perfect. Well, this should be short and sweet. Now, obviously, ambushes are usually brutal, very quick affairs, and this is going to be no different. as a pit of shades goes off at the column header. Instantly the units break. I'm not massively surprised. They've just been charged by several units of Chaos Spawn. Further up we can see some halberdiers getting pinned in place, and then Chaos Spawn from the front then rams straight into them. Other units being held at bay by some Ungor, some Gore, and then at the rear all of the Estalian missile units have been absolutely surrounded and torn to pieces by Ungor, Harpies and Hounds of Pestilence. This is pretty brutal, to be honest. As you can see, the halberdiers who've been hit by the, or the pikemen, sorry, have been hit by the Chaos Spawn and trying to flee and directly into an Ungor herd, but the Chaos Spawn not really going to let them get away. I told you this was going to be quick, and as you can see, the enemy army has already routed, and not many of them are going to get away because, well, we're faster than them and we've got them surrounded. So, let's see, Gors chasing down the pikemen, backed up by some of the Harpies there. The Estalians really didn't have much of a chance. You can see by the huge pile of corpses that I think we've managed to pretty much crush them with just about 100 casualties for the entirety of the Estalians' army. Good stuff. Love a nice little ambush there. Just cut down the entire army, no problem. And I want to sacrifice the captives. Or do I? Because that will drop my... Because I do want Khazrak, but on the other hand, if I do that, I'll lose my Bray herd, and I kind of need my Bray herd. So let's devour the captives for replenishment. I need my Bray herd to take the capital. It's a bit annoying. Never mind. So, Gauls and Roses has got a Bray Shaman familiar. As a speaker of spells and a caster of magics, a Bray Shaman can summon a magical servant to aid him in his darkling duties. Winds of Magic Power Reserve +8. It's alright. And a Jagged Dagger. A potent sacrificial tool that radiates the wrath of 1,000 different offerings to the dark gods. So that's duration 17 second, great increase to power reserves and improved power recharge rate. With a cooldown of 45 seconds. And Morghur is a good attacker. Of course he is. Of course he is. So I think I'm going to go for... I think I'm going to go for Ruination. Just fill that one out. And then I'd quite like to get Gathering of Beasts, Lightning Strike, maybe the Children of Chaos. I'm not too bothered about Foul Premonitions. I'm not overly worried about more Chaos Corruption. And then we can get Renowned and Feared, which is going to reduce our upkeep by 8% for the entire army and give us more campaign movement range, all that kind of good stuff, which is quite important when you've got so few armies. And I mean, this one's going to be most of our upkeep's being spent here, so anything which reduces the upkeep for this army can only be a good thing. I mean, these Chaos Spawn are only 90 upkeep each, which is pretty good. The Harpies are more expensive than our Chaos Spawn. So there we go. Malagor, you've got a skill point, even though you did absolutely nothing. But that's fine. He does have some... Malagor does have some special skills. So he does have something Wicked This Way Comes, which reduces enemy leadership by -9 in the local region, which would be very good. Because if we can hit the enemy army quickly and break them quickly, then it's just a case of mopping up. So anything which reduces their leadership can only be a good thing. And he also has Unholy Power, which increases Winds of Magic, which is good. He's got the Crowfather, which increases his speed and Winds of Magic as well. So basically he just has a lot of Winds of Magic to spend, which is nice. And I think I could go for Traitorkin, Bray Scream. I'm going to upgrade Devolve, I think, to reduce the Winds of Magic for that one. So they do have an army here. It does have a mortar. Mortars are fun, in inverted commas. I mean, that army isn't... I'm not overly concerned about it, but I think having our Bray Herd is going to help. We are, of course, Bray Herd, casualties, yeah, faction, animosity. Oh yes, because we signed a non-aggression pact. So... Where are we? Yeah, so non-aggression pact for 4 turns, -1 bestial rage for non-aggression pacts. So we don't really want to sign an awful lot of those, but if we can get money for it, then it's well worth it in my opinion. Hello, Skarsnik. You want a military alliance and you're going to give us money? Sure. This is good for the tribe. I can only agree. So like Skarsnik's having a lovely time. He has lost his starting province though. I think he's lost that. Has he lost that to Carl? Yes, he has. We've mapped the Vampires, and Averland, and Wissenland, and Carrickhearn. So I'm fairly sure that Averland, Wissenland, and Carrickhearn are probably going to declare war on us fairly soon. God, did Skarsnik just beat them? Apparently so. Okay, so we've got the Icons of Vilifications. This is Malagor's magic item. So, raid any province belonging to the following race empire provinces with the following on. Well, that might be a little while. There is a reason that Malagor is depicted as the arch foe of Sigmar in tales and on wood carvings throughout the empire. He is the dark omen that despises all gods in opposition to his ruinous masters. But it is Sigmar he loathes the most. So where better to strike than at the Sigmarite cult's heartland, Reichland. Let the uncloven folk who dwell within the borders of the Reichland know that the Crowfather now stalks the lands. And Morghur has apparently got training dummies, which is impressive. This army has undergone a rigorous new training regime focused on frontline combat, yielding excellent results. All units now have improved melee attack capabilities. Fine. 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 Okay, so let's lay siege to Magritta. Yeah, we'll build a couple of siege towers. And I'm hoping that this... How long before this army starts? So it runs out of supplies in 1 turn. And then it will start taking attrition damage. A lot of attrition damage. So let's move Malagor down to support. We also want to go to after Tobaro. Over on the east coast. Can you not? Really? Why can't you camp? Oh, in view of another army. Yeah, okay, alright, fine. That's understandable then. That's understandable. Okay, so Bestial Rage is going up because we're laying siege. It's only going up 1 a turn, but still better than nothing. We've lost... We are losing some because we've got Alliance and non-aggression packs. But I think that's... I'm fairly happy with that. And hopefully these units should start taking damage fairly soon. And then we can move over. Along the coast we can go destroy Tobaro. Maybe... I wonder if I can... Because public order there is dropping significantly. I wonder if I can get the Skaven to pop back up. I don't know why. I've got such a soft spot for the Skaven. I just want to see them do well in any... I don't know why, because I friggin' hate fighting them. So why do I want... I should just raise it to the ground and be done with it. Anyway, and then we're going to head along the Border Princes, pop into the Badlands. Maybe we can just pop into the Empire, just quickly do some raiding with Malagor and then come back. Maybe split up. It's a bit risky. Because I think Malagor's quest is mostly happens sort of up here. So that'd be tricky to do. What do the icons of vilification give him? So weapon. Oh, okay. So it's a constant effect. Allies in range, weapon damage, leadership, and armor piercing damage. That's quite nice. Hero recruit rank for Brave Shaman. Hero recruitment cost. Yeah, it's all right. And the Stave of Ruinous Corruption gives us melee attack, enables magical attacks, upkeep reduction. That's really nice. Recruitment cost reduction. That's quite good. And of course, another use of the ability to summon Chaos Spawn, so we can kill 2 units and summon 2 units of Chaos Spawn per battle, which is quite nice. However, we are running out of time, so I'm going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.